Have you ever wondered what is GPT in chatbots? Let's take a step back and look at the bigger picture. We live in an era where technology is transforming how we interact with the world around us. And at the heart of this transformation are chatbots, the digital assistants that are always ready to help, learn, and converse. Chatbots are powered by artificial intelligence and machine learning, technologies that allow them to understand and respond to us in ways that feel incredibly human. Among these technologies is something known as GPT, short for Generative Pre-trained Transformer. It's a term that is reshaping the landscape of chatbot technology. GPT is like the brain of a chatbot, guiding its responses and enabling it to learn from every interaction. It's the magic behind the machine. As we move forward, it's exciting to think about the possibilities this technology holds. Now let's delve deeper into the concept of GPT, or Generative Pre-trained Transformer. So, what exactly is this GPT we're talking about? GPT, or Generative Pre-training Transformer, is a game changer in the world of machine learning. It was developed by OpenAI, a research organization committed to pushing the boundaries of artificial intelligence. The story of GPT began with its first version, GPT-1, which established the foundation. But it was GPT-2 that really made waves. It demonstrated an uncanny ability to generate human-like text, marking a significant leap forward. Then came GPT-3, the current iteration, which has taken this even further with its astonishing language generation capabilities. What sets GPT apart is its unique approach to machine learning. Unlike traditional models that require task-specific training data, GPT is trained on a diverse range of internet text. But it's not just about the volume of data. GPT also uses a technique called transformer architecture, enabling it to understand context and generate more coherent and relevant responses. But how does this fascinating technology work? Scene script. Let's take a look under the hood of GPT. At the heart of GPT, or Generative Pre-trained Transformer, is a deep learning model known as a transformer. Now, transformers are the cool kids on the block in the world of natural language processing. They have a unique architecture that allows them to pay attention to different parts of the input, depending on what's relevant for the task at hand. Think of it like this. When you're reading a mystery novel, you focus more on the clues and less on the descriptions of the weather, right? That's because the clues are more relevant to solving the mystery. Transformers do something similar. They weigh the importance of different words and phrases in a sentence to understand its meaning. Now, as the name suggests, GPT is pre-trained. This means it has been trained on a massive amount of text data before it ever sees a specific task. This training process is akin to a child learning language by absorbing a vast amount of information from their surroundings. After this initial training, GPT is fine-tuned. Just like a pianist practices a specific piece after learning the basics of piano, GPT practices a specific task after learning the basics of language. This fine-tuning is done on a smaller, task-specific dataset. This could be anything from writing an essay to generating a poem or even making sense of a conversation in a chatbot. The beauty of GPT lies in its ability to generate human-like text. It doesn't just spit out pre-programmed responses. Instead, it takes in the context of the conversation and generates a response that fits. It's like having a conversation with a well-read, witty friend who can always come up with something interesting to say. And all this is done with no human intervention. Once the model is trained and fine-tuned, it's all set to go. It can generate responses on the fly, adapting to the context and the flow of the conversation. With such a sophisticated mechanism, the applications of GPT are truly revolutionary. So, how does GPT find its application in chatbots? Imagine having a conversation with a machine that not only understands you, but can also respond in a way that's almost human. That's where GPT, or Generative Pre-trained Transformer, comes into play in the world of chatbots. GPT-powered chatbots are like conversationalists. They're trained on a vast corpus of internet text, learning the patterns, nuances, and idiosyncrasies of human language. This allows them to generate responses that are not only contextually appropriate, but also incredibly human-like in their sophistication and wit. But it's not just about banter. GPT and chatbots has the potential to revolutionize many areas, one of which is customer service. Picture this. Instead of waiting in long queues to speak to a customer service representative, you're immediately connected to a chatbot. This chatbot understands your problem, provides a solution, and even empathizes with your frustration. All this without any discernible difference from a human interaction. It sounds like science fiction, but with GPT, it's becoming science fact. However, like all powerful tools, it's not without its challenges and ethical considerations. For instance, ensuring that these chatbots understand and respect the cultural and personal sensitivities of individuals can be a complex task. Additionally, there's the challenge of misuse. With the ability to generate such convincing responses, there's a risk that some might use these chatbots for deceptive purposes. Then there's the question of accountability. If a GPT-powered chatbot says something inappropriate or offensive, who's to blame? The developers who trained it? The machine learning model itself? These are important questions that we, as a society, will need to grapple with as this technology becomes more pervasive. So yes, the journey of GPT and chatbots is not without its bumps, but it's a journey that holds immense promise. Promise for a future where machines can understand us, empathize with us, and interact with us in ways we could only have dreamed of a few years ago. The potential of GPT in chatbots is vast, promising a future where machines can understand and interact with us in more human-like ways. To sum up our discussion, we've embarked on a journey through the fascinating world of chatbots, exploring their evolution and their increasing sophistication. We've delved into the genesis of GPT, a transformative technology that has revolutionized the way we interact with machines. We've unraveled the intricate mechanics of GPT, understanding how it processes and generates human-like text, giving chatbots a much-needed touch of realism. We've also seen how GPT finds its application in chatbots, providing them with the capability to understand context, engage in meaningful dialogues, and even mimic human-like conversation styles. This technology has not only made our interactions with chatbots more fluid and natural, but it's also opened up a world of possibilities for businesses and individuals alike. As we continue to advance in the realm of artificial intelligence, GPT and similar technologies will undoubtedly play a pivotal role. The future of chatbots lies in technologies like GPT, and it's certainly an exciting future to look forward to.